Hey guys, today is Sunday. It's 7:15 in the morning. Just had my second cup of coffee. We're gonna do a photo shoot downtown in Raleigh. This is with a model that we worked with before, and the theme is shopping, which should be pretty interesting. We've got some shopping bags, and the girl's your typical blonde. And the car that we're going to use in this photo shoot is a Lamborghini Spider, a Glader Spider, which is kind of rare. It's a fire engine red. It should prove for an interesting shot. We're actually thought about doing the shoot over in we're in a mall area, but I think what we're going to do is in a downtown, and we'll have the state capitol in the background. It'll be right across the street from the Channel 11 and right on Fayetteville Street. So it should be a pretty interesting shoot. We'll see what we get for shot. I'm going to be using some Nikon equipment. I've got a wide angle lens. That's the Tokina lens. It's the f4 12-24. I'm going to try and get some kind of zany shots with that. I'm going to use the 24-120 VR, and I also have the 80-400 zoom ED lens, the big monster that I'll be using to really separate the model in the car from the background. Have that nice soft background there. Maybe try to stay away from strobe lighting if possible, but I might have to refer to it because we're going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and at that time in the morning we're not going to have a whole lot of light because the buildings are so tall. So we're going to see what we get. I also have my reflector if we can use that a little bit later, but we're just going to try it maybe with a little bit of fill flash and see how it goes. So we'll take you along.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick voiceover here just so I can fill in some information. This is quite a while ago. This was back in the economic collapse when we had that real estate collapse. So I decided to come up with some zany photos called Retail Therapy. And really the theme was to show a bunch of rich people, show this rich girl just doing a lot of shopping and paying no mind to what's going on with the economy. The thing is about photography, you probably already know, it's one thing to get a lucky shot, but when you have a whole set, you have to get the shot. So here I did a little bit of research, got some ideas about the lighting and what I wanted to do beforehand, and then I scheduled everything out with getting the Lamborghini and the model who I've worked before, she's just so pleasant to work with, and she's the right type of person I wanted for this shot. I didn't want a super thin model, I just wanted someone who could play the part, and she's just so much fun to work with. So here we had to get the bags that didn't have logos on them because when you're doing commercial photography you can't have logos. So so here we go. I'll give you some pointers as some information as we go along.
So here we are downtown.
We got the Capitol building down here.
We've got the bags ready to go. We're just waiting for our model. Get a couple lighting shots just to see how we're doing.
So I'm using two cameras. Both of them are Nikon. I'm using one has the long lens and one has the shorter lens.
Come back the other way,
And the reason for that is I don't want to keep switching lenses. You get dirt in the CCD. It just takes too long. It's easier to use two bodies. And I kind of use one for a while and then I switch to the other one. The long lens, as you can see here in these shots, I'm able to, here I'm using the short lens, but when I use the long lens I can actually bring that capital closer. It's called compression. You stand back a little bit further and you take the shot, and whatever is in the background comes closer. So you'll see that in some of these shots. But I kind of wanted these photos to be a little bit quirky.
You need to grab that.
So I'm using a short lens for a lot of these shots.
That seat can come up about 3 inches if you need to have them over the top a little more.
So the girl that I'm working with, her name is Elise, and she's just a doll to work with. A lot of times I'll do what they call time for prints. I'll do free photo sessions with, you know, women who want to be models in exchange for, you know, practice, and give them a copy of the images. And then if I have something that comes up, I can give them a call. I know who's going to be good for what type of photos. So that's kind of how it works out for me anyway.
That's my daughter's getting ready to get on a plane and go back to Australia. I want to send John some of the shots that the photographer took of her over there, all black and white.
I like black and white.
I spend a little bit of time on the composition
I
of
need
the
the police
photo.
in here.
I know I can crop it after, but I try to minimize any kind of Photoshop if possible. A lot of these images that you're looking at are, well, all of them, are actually pretty much right out of the camera. I just ran a contrast filter on it.
No, squeeze!
I got a funny story to tell you, which is ongoing, right?
Oh, I like that. Oh, I'm getting great sky colors. Yeah, I love that. Hold on.
75.
It's important to give whoever you're working with good feedback so she knows what's going on. She can't see what's behind the lens. Sometimes I show Elise what the photos and how it came out, so she gets a little bit instant feedback.
That's actually, to be honest, that's the first one I've seen.
There's not many in Wake County. The dealership is in Greensboro. Itself.
31. I started restoring a 59 El Camino. I was just driving
Not hot. We got nice shadows. We got one in each hand now? Alright.
So I got permission from the city to do the photo shoot down here. Really didn't require permission, but sometimes I like to give them a heads up and let them know what's going on.
Yeah, but have one
And
bag
they
back
appreciate
here,
it.
so hide it.
Even as you can see coming up,
little
the
higher.
police drive by just to keep an eye on things.
You're gonna
make
have
The other one
sure
higher, like, so I can
everything's
see you
going well
putting
with
it in the car. Turn it this way. There we go. Higher. Pinky up. There we go. Perfect.
We're gonna have to edit that butt comment out, honey.
Well, I try to make it so it's real, and then toe like this. trying to make it so it's great.
I think one of the funniest things I do is that I'll actually do the pose and
Oh, I
she'll
understand.
mirror. She'll mirror the pose. If I want her to hold her arm up, I'll hold my arm up a little higher sometimes because I'm concentrating on focusing and things like that. Sometimes I just have to do the motion, and she'll just mirror it. And this probably happens with everyone. It seems like no matter how hard you try to compose an image, there's always something you don't see, either someone in the background or whatnot. You'll see on some of these shots, my tripods are in the car. Now I can use content-aware fill and things like that in Photoshop to try to take that out, but oh gosh, it is so much better if you could just get the shot and not have to do any Photoshop.
Bag up a little bit. There we go. Nice.
I like the fingers. That's a nice touch.
Pinky out on the other hand too, if you can. One on your hip. Get back up a little bit. Whoop. One sec. I got enough pop. Still kind of full auto.
So here I switched to the long lens and I'm compressing. Now look at, see how the capital is brought
Take
so
that,
much closer
that
into the photo.
left, your right foot forward. When you're taking a step. There you go.
I'm trying to add motion to my still images, so I try to get her to pose in some positions that look like she's mid-walking.
Love it. Let's get a couple of these, different levels.
A lot of times when you're outside, you can just
Let's
rapid
do that
fire.
where you had that up and you get the glasses down.
But I'm running strobes here, so they need to charge. So I cannot rapid fire. And every once in a while.
Where are you going, Elise?
Nowhere fast.
And every once in a while, they'll misfire. You can hear it misfiring because they didn't get the signal from the master. I like having fun on a photo shoot. Everybody needs to be having a good time. I usually like to take everybody out for lunch after the shoot.
John's wanted to do this forever down here.
I know.
I mentioned it to you once, didn't I?
You want some of your coffee?
Sorry?
You want some of your coffee?
No, just a little swim flu.
A little swine flu.
I've had this cough for like months, and it's just not sick. It's just really
Oh, that's a good shot, Elise. I love it. We gotta do a couple of these.
Eloise, you do Rich Bitch really well.
Oh.
Oh, fix your hair.
You want it once?
Like, no, pretend like you fix it. Like,
It's kind of funny sometimes because I have a hard time speaking when I'm concentrating on so many things. I'm running aperture priority,
I
trying to
just saw
compose the
that.
shot, worried about the lighting, controlling
It's in the
two
car.
strobes. It's like there's a
She's
lot
taking
going on.
off in the car, Ron.
I got people in the background. I got cars going by.
I like that look, Elise, right there.
I like it when other people have input in the photo sessions. I have a few ideas I want, but when some people add into it, it just adds to the dynamics of the shoot.
I'm open to suggestions.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Come on, baby.
Hey Ron, if you give me $1,000, I'll let you see this shot.
Oh, I love that. Especially when you have reaching back but turning this way. I bring the bag closer. I want to see your hand. It was better when you had a. There we go. There we go. Just like that. I got people. Hold on. Could you guys do me a huge favor?
Here's where it gets a little controversial. I'm politely asking someone to move so they're not in my shot.
Hand on the top of the
I
wheel.
want to get that angle.
There we go. Turn towards me just a little bit. There we go. Oh, it's got your logo. I got to hide so look good over here. Thanks for reminding me.
Yep, and after all those shots, I just realized there was a logo on that yellow bag.
Come on, baby up.
Shoulder back. There we go. Bring it right up. A little bit quicker. Good.
I like props as well. When she showed up, she had her Starbucks coffee. As long as the logo wasn't showing, I liked it and used it in some of the shots.
Talking to her last night, getting autographs.
Oh my
The
God.
band, Arnold, everybody was there.
That's awesome.
Had to move your girly. Yeah. Remember the subject from
It's a beautiful car, Ron.
That's a work of art. When they designed it, they did a great job. Coast House.
Oh my gosh.
I was thinking they wanted to do something about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Now my brothers want me to put it at my house. And I have to
Is
cater.
it the same house I saw? Oh, I don't blame them. It's a nice house, man. It's big, too.
Oh, you talking about the one in Devon where we did the very
Yeah.
first shoot?
Yeah.
No, we moved out of there. I was 5. Good Lord, I don't want to drag that.
I've known you for
Behemoth.
that long.
Yeah,
It's good thing you
Drag
sold it
it.
when you did.
yeah, because that neighborhood. John, that's a great shot right there. I want a copy of that one. She'd be the twin sister of my wife's best friend who lives right up here. Glenwood 222.
Oh, yeah?
Worked with her at BB&T.
So the owner of this Lambo, what a great guy he is. And he's got a lot of cars, so if I need a car for a photo shoot, he's usually more than willing. I give him a couple of the best photos that I get from the shot. I know he's not going to replicate them. And yeah, we just have a great time. So if you notice, the background is really light. The foreground is dark. That's why I'm running those strobes. It's called fill light. You really need that, and it takes a lot of power. These strobes are a little bit too far away for some of these shots.
It's not like you could call like Joe's Towing. 1 foot up. Yeah, but with this lens, hold on, let me switch lenses.
So here you're going to see me do some compression. Watch the difference in the photo. I didn't have enough power in the strobes, so I had to blow out the background.
Stand by the standby.
I'd like to use my other flash one.
A lot of outdoor shots, I would use a reflector, and my system would hold the reflector, but here the shadows from the buildings are just too great. There's no light there for me to reflect.
Go.
John.
Not during the shoot.
I will take a shot on the photos I don't intend to use just because they're funny, because sometimes those are the best.
Finally, I got enough light on here. Shutter priority. If I get me over, got back a little bit over. There we go.
I typically run aperture priority, but here I switched to shutter priority because the strobes could not give me enough light.
Why it's so much easier with regular hot light, you know.